Public deserves to know details. That's the decision made by police and legislators when it comes to officer-involved shootings and other high-profile cases. Good for Utah's Allie Monson is live in studio with some of the changes to the current policies. Allie.
Kim, police say it's all about developing transparency. From now on, Salt Lake City's Civilian Review Board will publicize almost every report it handles. It's a decision that could make other departments uncomfortable, but Salt Lake City Police Chief Chris Burbank is moving forward with a plan to publicize more details.
That's what makes a profession better, in my mind, is we rise to the expectation that is set forth before us.
The Salt Lake Police Civilian Review Board has experienced an official policy change. Basically, it means you can expect to have more information on almost every case the group handles, including officer-involved shootings. Burbank says keeping records private only hurts the board.
Allows, I will say rhetoric for lack of a better term, to build and cause all kinds of problems for it. And so I would rather get information out as quickly as we can while still trying to protect some of the interests and not squashing the input that we're going to receive from officers and citizens who may participate in the process.
Burbank says his officers encounter about 1 million people every year. Of those encounters, the police department generates about 400,000 police reports, which identifies about 60 significant complaints. He says the Civilian Review Board sustains less than 60% or 24 of those complaints.
The best outcome is not always a positive outcome for everyone. And that is, boy, that's very difficult to deal with.
Burbank says he welcomes the changes, but also worries the public could become carried away with such readily available information.
I hold officers to an extremely high standard, right? And we should always, there is not a police officer in this world that should not be held to an extremely high standard. But that has to be a reasonable, and that has to be an expectation that can be met. It can't be an impossible standard.
Now, Salt Lake City Mayor Ralph Becker is currently out of town, but initiated a lot of this discussion. He actually issued an executive order to change the Civilian Board's policies just last week. The adjustments are effective immediately. Reporting live in studio, Allie Monson, Good for Utah.